got my cruise control and overdrive. Need to take my baby for a ride. Ooh, she's like a smooth stretch of highway. Ooh, like a cool summer breeze. If my motor's running right, or we might lose control tonight. Got the shape, I love to squeeze. Looks that bring me to my knees. So please, let it roll tonight.
Hi, everyone, and welcome once again to TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. And off to the pier we go in Huron. Oh, man, what a great, get a little bit of fall color in there and still some thoughts of summertime with the boats in the water and all that good kind of stuff. And we are ready to launch in to week number 8 of our North Coast Game of the Week. From Huron at Moochie Field, Huron Memorial Stadium, the Huron Tigers will play host to the Vermilion Sailors. Boy, and there's just another look at the gorgeous sunshiny night that has been so prevalent for high school football all year long. And it takes me back to our good old friend Dick Wennis, a former coach at Huron, who's now, of course, passed away, but always told us that these weather cycles run in 7-day cycles, and we got stuck on the right cycle for football this year. He always used to be when it rained one night, he goes, well, 7 days from now it's going to be raining again. And I hate to admit that he was right most of the time, but here we'll take it this year because that 7-day cycle of gorgeous weather on a Friday night has been right on. And there you go, some of the graphics at Moochie Field, Huron Memorial Stadium, and week number 8 with the Tigers and Sailors getting ready to battle it out. Good old insignia of Moochie Farms high atop the stadium, and your pregame brought to you by Bay Bell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop, located, of course, in beautiful, scenic Bayview. Scoreboard at the east end of the stadium with all of the great sponsor support, of course, that makes high school athletics so special. Dominic Muratori, one of the Tigers getting set, as is Ben Davis. And sometimes with these games, you just never know. Huron, you know, when you lose somebody who is your franchise, like a Dylan Holer, it takes a while to really make that total adjustment. And the Tigers just seem to be gathering steam and getting better and better as the year goes on. Meanwhile, the Sailors, under head coach Bill DeFucci, have shown some good moments this year and some moments where they have struggled from time to time as well. So which team is going to step forward from both sides tonight, we'll be finding out here in just a couple of moments.
They're looking to come out here and put one on.
Ashton Purdue taking in all the words of the coaching staff. Right now, it's time for our Fan of the Week, which is brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort, located in Mansfield, Ohio. Take your pick. Why not? What's that doing over there? Well, we're not going to tell you right now. Your Fan of the Week brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort in the heart of winter fun in Ohio in Mansfield. Oh, this is they say you can't smell TV, but yeah, you can. They do this at Perkins.
Smell-o-vision.
They do this at Huron. Yeah, there you go, Tom. Smell-o-vision. You got it. And stuff all looks great. And, of course, the pink clapping hands, which they're fun at a football game, but when your grandkids get a hold of them at home, you want to hide those things forever. Like, no thanks. There's a rainbow somewhere at Moochie Field, and you found it right there. And 50-50 tickets going up for sale, and all smiles on a Friday night. It's place, you know, too many people have lost the vision of the fact that Friday night place to be is at a high school football field. or athletic event, someplace or another.
Oh, yeah. A good pregame. We're doing something a bit different this week, so it should be a lot of fun. Tigerettes have spent a lot of time with it, so
we're gonna keep that win or it's ours.
Oh yeah, the Winor. That's always at stake in the Huron Vermilion series.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers! Woo!
It's like they kind of know what's going to happen here. And here's that something different of a pregame for the Huron Tigers marching band as they make their entrance onto the field as well, looking as stoic as ever. I've seen football players doubling as band members before, but that's so much cheerleaders, but that's kind of a neat thing to see as well. The more you participate in, the better off you are. Imagination did the band slow down a little bit for the little flag people. That's just fine, whichever way you need to get it done. That's kind of what it's all about. I love these nights where all you can hear in the background is these little voices chanting from the background. All led, of course, by these young ladies who put a lot of time in with the young cheerleaders and building enthusiasm for that program as well. And the Tigers ready to make their entrance onto the field at Moochie Fields. Your pregame brought to you by the Baybell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop, both located in Bayview. You wear pink to... Oh, yeah, it's all good stuff, and it's all for a great cause. A lot of teams do this, and the Tigers helping out in the cause by wearing the pink socks as well and bursting through the big banner at midfield. That's the sound of a bunch of Focus Tigers getting ready for week number 8. First quarter is coming up, brought to you by Restore Pro, Disaster Cleanup and Restoration. Raindrops? Don't like the looks of the raindrops, but scenery is good, whatever. Vermilion kicking to Huron. And first with their hands on the ball, Tommy McDonald on the return for the Tigers. All right, so Tigers with the ball first. Cody Scroggins, a senior at 6'1", 175. The inherent duties of following up the show of Dylan Holer, and I'd say he's pretty much living up to expectations right here on the first play of the football game. And there's Bo Harkelboat coming down the field like, really? Is it going to be that easy? First play fake, our play of the game coming up right off the bat for tonight from Civista Bank. Focused on you. And all eyes apparently weren't focused on Cody Scroggins right here as they fake handoff. First off into the line as they fake that jet sweep to Harkelroad. Tom, over here. There we go. We got him. Untouched through the middle of the line. And it was nobody at home in center field. And with that, Scroggins takes it to the house. And Bo's like, come on, guys. Is it really going to be this simple? Well, it was on the first play of the night. And some folks not even settled in their seats yet, cheering from the end zone. Loving it. Play of the game for Civista Bank. They are focused on you. Civista Bank. Extra point attempt up and through from Cameron Manor, and the Tigers off to a quick 7-0 lead, 16 seconds into the ball game. Pretty good start. Manor doing the kicking. He is a 6 foot tall, 160-pound junior. You can hear all the sidelines. Boom. They do a little bit of trickery that really didn't trick a whole lot of people, including Hayden Wilson, who was downfield to the first man on the stop. Quarterback for Vermilion is Aaron Mathis, one of their captains at 6'3", 185 pounds. He is a junior. First play from scrimmage, running back Evan Coons, 5'10", 185-pound sophomore. Also one of their captains, Cohen Mooney, a junior. Some pretty good size at a running back. This time Mathis takes it. And boy, the best way to get right back into a ball game when you get slapped in the face is to slap somebody else back. Mathis off the play fake. Doesn't get much. Evan Tribino getting up off the pile for the Tigers. Obviously, the defense wants to hold on to the momentum that the offense gained on that first snap of the football game. Evan Coons, you better bring more than 8 to tackle me. Good effort by Coons, just didn't want to go down. Could hear the Tiger defense yelling pass. Bo Harkle rode up to knock him out of bounds. So the Sailors face a third down. Mathis trying to convert through the air and now the ground attack. And again, was that a replay of the play we just saw? Same side, Bo Harkle Road knocks him out of bounds. Much good pursuit here this time by number 5. These last two plays both looked like Mathis had ideas of maybe throwing the football, to the point where the sideline is yelling pass. He just doesn't find anybody to throw it to, so it's a tuck and run, and it's a Bo Harkle Road crash from the sidelines. So 2 exact plays back to back, same result, all courtesy of Harkle Road. Mathis also the punter for the Sailors. We're going to get a look at Bo Harkle Road on the return. You see a flag go down in the middle of all of that mess. And so far, Huron has touched the ball twice in this game, both resulting in 6 points, but this 6 points, unfortunately, may not last. We'll see. Mathis with a decent boot out of there. And again, watch Harkle Road. Able to just totally outrun the pursuit to the home side of the field and slip through a tackle. Didn't see anything right where that flag was thrown. So there was nothing on offense. That's what I was looking for. But the touchdown holds, 2 touches of the ball, 14 points on the board for the Tigers, and a quick 14-0 lead early. This is the way we draw it up, guys. Here comes some signs of good business. Please support these local area establishments. Dockside Cafe, Brady Signs, the Bay Bell Restaurant, Noble Axes, J Bistro, Cameo Pizza, S&H Blinds and Floors, Pizza House West, Steve Holler does not have the look on his face of a 14-0 lead until there. Okay, we're leading now. Look happy. Well, Steve's his dad. It's all in the family. It's all relative. Sorry, Sam. On the kickoff return, Aiden Kaiser gets Vermilion set up on offense once again. Picked up one first down the first time they had the ball. Tigers on the tackle. Dominic Muratori, Evan Trevino. Stacked right in the middle of that defensive line for the Tigers. Play fake into a pass attempt by Mathis and a nice completion off on the left side for Bo Benish. Junior tight end of the Sailors getting Vermilion another first down. That's defensive secondary play by Owen Cantu. Boy, if you're going to try and run right, Bo Harkleroad is just not letting anybody around that edge. We'll take another look at Evan Coons trying that right side, and every time somebody carries to the right, number 5 comes into the picture for the Tigers. And he has not missed. But a little dump off in the flats for Coons. And the Settlers pick up enough on their sideline for their third first down in the early going of this game. Mathis could not escape the grasp that time of Andrew Delaney. Delaney wrapping up a great career this year as a senior at 6'2", 225. And that linebacker shot that gap through, and nobody could match up with him. Credit the sack to Delaney. Now Mathis off the pump fake, fires again, and it's right into the arms of Landon Holler. Just for the fun of it, I thought he'd get a Holler name right the first time that time. But that first play fake did not fake out Landon whatsoever. Look at that great read in front of the ball. And nice outstretched catch by the Huron sophomore. I don't think you're not going to be hearing a lot of that name here in the next couple of years, as well as the rest of this year. Cody Scroggins back in charge once again. And for now, the official's going to take charge. Well, if everything holds true, this should be a touchdown, because every time Huron touches the ball, they score. And by golly, there it is again to Andrew Delaney. I think at this point, Bo Harkleroad's got to be thinking to himself, did you bring a defense tonight? It's been magic so far. I mean, this is the way, you stop and think about it. Every play you run, if it gets executed right, should score a touchdown. And the Tigers are playing that thing right out here in the first quarter. Cameron Manor makes it 3 for 3, and there's your Civista Bank scoreboard in the first quarter with Huron on a roll early at Mucci Field. I love that build-up to kickoff. Manor boots that one out of bounds.
Davis is in, you don't flip, but if it's Beans or Evan, then you do.
Dominic Muratori, yes, sir. Thanks to the following local businesses for your support: Matthews Ford, Cook Aluminum, Hermes Parker Concrete, Noble Fun, Schmid Architects, Steinemann Hafner Insurance, Payne Nichols and Company, Sandusky Steel and Supply, Gnomes Podiatric Medicine. That's a lateral right there. And then the pass downfield fell off the mark. I guess the idea is good, just execution is far less than what the Sailors had hoped for. Off the fake of the jet sweep that time, Mathis finds a nice opening through the middle as Vermilion's offensive line goes to work. Harkle Road helped out by Landon Holler on the stop. Nice execution off the play fake. Landon Holler faking the stop downfield. And Colin Angney. Now that time the execution not so good, unless your target is Jackson McNulty. Second Tiger interception here in the first quarter. This is your team play of the game for Tarina and the team. Tarina Sidoti at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Professional Realty. Live, laugh, love, and list with Tarina and Company. McNulty, 6'4", 190. Junior. It's the best part. We've seen this young man perform a lot on the basketball floor, too, and been watching him since he's a freshman. And he's an athlete. He can make a lot of good things happen for you. Stop finally made by Colin Angney. And now, your team play of the game for Tarina Sidoti and Company at Berkshire Hathaway. Tigers all set up for their offense to strike once again. Well, it wasn't a touchdown, but darn close. Scroggins to Harkle Road, down inside the 10-yard line. Tiger offense so far operating with magnificent level of proficiency. First carry of the night for Paul Maloney. From the 7-yard line. Tigers a second down and goal. It's a pretty determined run right there by Maloney, a junior at 6 feet tall, 195. Tigers knocking on the door from the 1-yard line on third down and goal. Scroggins keeps it himself and dances into the end zone for 6 more. And the Tiger machine continues to roll here in the first quarter at Mucci Field. Pretty solid line blocking up front as well by the Tigers, giving Scroggins all that room with which to operate. Here's Cam Manor once again. 4 for 4 on the night, 28-0 Tigers, still in the first quarter of play on our Civista Bank scoreboard. I'll tell you what, in high school, that's a great weapon. If you got somebody who can just boot that ball into the end zone and keep your opposition backed up to the 12-yard or 20-yard line to start every drive. Number 12 onto the field to quarterback now, Terrence Anders, a junior at 6'3", 210 pounds. Mathis was also a junior. Well, double reverse, inside handoff. And Evan Coombs. A solid gain for the Sailors. Well, looky here. Tigers have got the football back. Owen Cantu on top of the loose ball. Let's take another look at how this happened. Almost looked like a hit possibly from behind that just knocked that ball out of there. Yep. This defensive play by Ashton Purdue to knock that ball out, and Owen Cantu as the Tigers set up again on the offensive side of the football. Cody Scroggins has Andrew Delaney behind him in the backfield as we wind our way down toward the end of the first quarter, and look at Delaney go. Whew. Down inside the 30 as the Tigers, a 28-0 lead on the march for more at the end of one.
Old Fish House.
It's still raining somewhere, this time at the Old Fish House in Huron. This is your home of knickknacks, snacks, and BS facts. See, offering you a little BS in the fact that it's raining here, but not really at the game. The Old Fish House in Huron. As we get our second quarter started on the handoff for Delaney. Andrew taking it forward for a few. Tigers with a 28-0 lead on our Civista Bank scoreboard as we begin the second period. The long ball just through the hands of the intended receiver. Bo Harkleroad in the end zone. Aaron Mathis there on the coverage for Vermilion. This time, a little jet sweep action for Harkleroad, getting triple team knocked out of bounds on the visitor's side. Interesting looking sky behind us in Huron.
There's that wind you were talking about.
Oh, yes. The rotten weather was on the way. Thankfully, most of the game got in before any of that hit. Here comes Delaney. There goes Delaney. Now, the official you could hear in the background saying stepped out. Might be tough from this angle to see exactly where that happened. Delaney following Vinny Majoy down the field. The two or the one, maybe? Well, Andrew Delaney would have loved to have had 6 more there, but officials sometimes have other ideas too. Thanks to the following local businesses for their support of the North Coast Game of the Week. Good Time Lake Erie Cruises, Wake Up and Waffle, Cold Water Company, Schmid Architects, Shorehouse Tavern, The Crimus Company, Pizza House West, so the Tigers will try again after the penalty flag brings them back. This catch right down there on the ground by Jackson McNulty. Nothing for Cody Scroggins that time. And credit the Vermilion defense. They're getting pretty soundly thrashed early in the game, but hanging in there. That little swing pass, and boy, they made it look easy that time, but a penalty flag down just outside the goal line. The quarterback delay by Scroggins. It was open. Good defense by Vermilion. Tigers trying to stretch that 28-0 lead right here, but unable to get it done on that drive, so they're going to turn to Evan Coons with Mathis back in at quarterback once again for the Sailors. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of Vermilion people following their ball club. Yeah, it might not be the most stellar of years for the Sailors, but they have won a few games this year, which is good to see.
Number 43 for the Sailors.
Mathis looking upstairs, and then almost an ill-fated pitch at the last minute for Mooney. This is Bringing the Heat, brought to you by Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and refrigeration since 1889. That's Mathis on this last second decision to pitch it off. Almost resulted in disaster. But Mooney able to cover it up and retain possession for the Tigers. Bringing the Heat is brought to you by Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated, located on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky, right near the 5 Points. Sailors taking a timeout, as the student section does the same thing. Special thanks going out to the following local businesses for their support here at the Game of the Week. Signs of good business up next. Again, please support these local area establishments. Capizzi's Pizzeria, Gunlock Sheet Metal, Crush Wine Bar, David F. Cook Funeral and Cremation Services, Wendy's, Noble Crafts, Schmid Architects, Holler Furnace and Sheet Metal, Diedrich Motors, Vermilion football on third down. Aaron Mathis for that quick toss. And right on top of the football, Landon Holler once again to stop him short of a first down and force the Sailors' punt. Flag goes down as Bo Harkleroad heads down the field as well. Landon Holler on the catch.
Maloney on the carry.
Paul Maloney. Play fake this time to him, and McNulty just can't reach far enough.
Targeted pass intended for McNulty goes in.
So the Tigers have to kick it away. Landon Holler boots it downfield. That's a free ball right there. Boy, talk about some great defense. How about the play of Dominic Muratori, 6'3", 200-pound junior. And watch this again for the Tigers. There's Muratori right in the middle of the picture on the other side of 55, Evan Trevino. Let's fool him with a jet sweep. Muratori, great penetration, not fooled in the least. That play goes for negative yardage. And the onslaught just keeps on coming. This time Muratori coming from the outside. This is your pancake play of the game, brought to you by Sandusky Bay Pancake House since 1966. I guess I date myself here when you say something like, flat as a pancake. That goes back to Sergeant Schultz from Hogan's Heroes. Sorry. Back-to-back defensive plays by Muratori. And it's got the Sailors backed up. That's your pancake play of the game. $10 gift card for Dominic Muratori. Sponsored by Sandusky Bay Pancake House since 1966. But it's dangerous. Play fake into your own end zone, and even more dangerous when you got Paul Maloney almost a pick six. Now Mathis to kick it away from his end zone. Got it away, but as you can tell, Huron's going to get very good field position right here. Well, again, making it look kind of easy, Jackson McNulty. It's the beauty of having a receiver McNulty's size. You can throw it up there. He's 6'4", 190. This is your By the Numbers play of the game, sponsored by James Rusat's CPA, Income Tax and Accounting. Watch McNulty here with his size, just his athletic ability just to go up and get the football. Well thrown ball by Scroggins. And you can see he's got the size advantage over Miles Swasser. 6 foot, 160-pound junior. Got a 4-inch height advantage and takes full advantage for yet another Huron score. That's your By the Numbers play of the game, brought to you by James Rusat's CPA, Income Tax and Accounting. Banner's extra point kick is good, and the Tigers increase their lead on the Civista Bank scoreboard to 35-0. Manor again booming that ball into the end zone, so Vermilion would start at the 20. It's not so much of keeping the offense backed up deep at their own end of the field, but you're negating the possibility of any deep run back or big play from the specialty teams unit. Nick Llewellyn putting the finishing touches on that quarterback scramble by Mathis. Cohen Mooney Stop for a short gain. Ashton Purdue in on the attack, and somewhere in the house is LeBron James. Or maybe the hamburgers are still cooking. Mathis with a little helping hand from behind. That didn't used to be legal in high school football, but it is now, and it gains the Sailors a first down. That's a nice reception over on the sidelines by Mason Cooper, but unfortunately he was one of the players standing out of bounds as Mathis just decided to throw that football away. Mathis running for his life. And downfield once again to get him is Andrew Delaney. As time winds out in the first half, which has totally belonged to Huron. It's 35-0 at the break. Running clock coming up. Well, the trains are flying in the background over on the water in Huron. We had a great look out at the lake in our second half of action, third quarter for Hard Tongue Title. Proudly supporting local high school athletics for generations, and by Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield. When that all turns to ice is when everybody's going to be down at Snow Trails. The Huron Tiger Marching Band celebrates a 35-0 Tigers lead at the break of our North Coast game of the week. Boom! Wonder how long they spend in practice working on that. Now, great coverage by the Tigers specialty teams. Even when the ball's not kicked in the end zone, they still hold Vermilion right out around the 20-yard line. Play fake, and Mathis through the gut. Tigers doing a good job of protecting all options on that play. Stop finally made by Joe Wood. After the first down, Evan Coons had stopped for a very short pickup. So second down and long for the Sailors. Little juggling act by Cohen Mooney before he pulls that thing in and then pays the price. So to bring up a fourth down, and Sailors again ready to give the ball back to Huron. Here comes your North Coast Moment, brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio.
Here we go.
I think I know this place. That is in downtown Sandusky at the world-famous Paddle Bar.
That was Paul Franks.
Paul Franks. Doing some great entertaining outside on a beautiful night downtown. How can you not just want to sing along with that one as you enjoy your egg roll and beverage from the Paddle Bar, downtown Sandusky? Your North Coast Moment, brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio.
Delaney on the carry. 435.
How did we know Harkleroad was going to get the ball that time? It's like Tom was in the huddle. Say, watch Harkleroad. Okay. But that's just a good hard-nosed run by Delaney. And look at him go. Andrew Delaney. Puts the Tigers up to 41. Watch this run. Watch him. You know, if you're going to get tackled, you might as well deliver some punishment, right? Boom! And he just bounces off and then goes the rest of the way, and all the would-be tackler can do is look at the ground and say, rat soup. Delaney the distance. And the Tigers now will turn it over to Cameron Manor once again. Yep. And Manor will try and make it 6 for 6 on the night. Your Civista Bank scoreboard has the Tigers well in control at 42-0 here in the third quarter. You're still impressed with that hard-nosed run by Delaney. If you're going to tackle me, dude, you're going to pay a price. Gain of a couple on first down for Coons. Well, batted down and away as we've got Terrence Anders once again on at quarterback for Vermilion. Take another look off the play fake. Anders' pass off the hands of his intended receiver, Miles Schlosser. So Vermilion facing third down as Anders goes deep. Finds the wrong team as there's Bo Harkleroad once again. Has he had a night so far on defense or what? Bo Harkleroad. Tigers senior at 5'11", 160 pounds, having a monster night. The ball is kind of thrown off the back foot by Anders, so it's kind of a floater. And Harkleroad made the best adjustment to the ball. Landon Holer now taking over at quarterback. What a great sign. Thanks to the officials. Yeah, we do appreciate them, no matter how much you want to yell and squawk and holler about you thinking you know the game better than the officials. These games don't go on without the referees, and they do put up with a lot of abuse, and most of it is totally unwarranted. So thanks again to the officials, and thanks to whoever it was who had the idea of putting that sign up for everybody to see. 4 quarters in the books. It's all Tigers, 42-0 on Week 8 of your North Coast Game of the Week. Stay with us for Quarter 4 next. One more look out onto the waters of Lake Erie from Huron as our fourth quarter comes your way, courtesy of the Baybell Restaurant and Bayview Center Bait Shop, both in Bayview. Also sponsored by James Rusatz, CPA, Income Tax and Accounting. Thankfully, those drizzly days and nights through the summertime have been very, very scarce. Landon Holer. Yeah, and again, we've said it before, but you might as well give them credit again. There's no quit in these Sailors. Might be 42-0, but they are still playing with energy and enthusiasm. Now Aaron Mathis wants to go deep. Dangerous pass. That's exactly why, because Tommy McDonald, 5'5", 130-pound junior, comes up with the interception for the Tigers. It was well played. It was thrown into triple coverage, so it was an issue from the start. See Mathis pulling up, just waving him to go deep. Just like you draw it up in the huddle in the backyard. Go deep, I'll hit you. They went deep, but Tommy McDonald, perfect position to pick that one off. And just in case the officials needed help, Landon Enderle is right there to make sure the officials know it's our ball. It's Huron football. So now we've got Hayden Wilson carrying the ball, a sophomore at 5'10", 175. Landon Holer remains at quarterback, and his toss near side comes to McDonald, and there goes Tommy. Hello. Look at the moves. Nicely done by McDonald, getting that ball into Vermilion territory. This is a replay right here that Chris Berman would love to see. Would love to commentate. Whoop! Number one. McDonald down the sidelines. Slips a tackle. And whoop! Nice run by McDonald, who all of a sudden has grabbed the limelight in this football game. Comes Landon Holer battling for yards for the Tigers. Then I got Aiden Wilson toting some Vermilion tacklers along with him for a Huron first down. And another first down for Wilson. Take another look once again, as obviously we've got a running clock in gear here with the Tigers holding such a big lead in the second half. Another look for Matthews Ford has Wilson bursting over the next first down marker by a couple. Laying that ball right down around the 13-yard line. Love it when you get the starters who now are cheering on their teammates with that kind of verve and that kind of enthusiasm from the sidelines when they get their chance to show their wares under the Friday night lights as well. Holer has to go back and cover up the bad snap. And nothing for Hayden Wilson. Kenton Caddis, a sophomore. Landon Holer directing traffic, can't get anybody open, so he just tosses it out of bounds in the direction of Elena Sullivan. Vermilion with the ball back, trailing at 42-0 here in the fourth quarter. Sailors with their third quarterback of the night. Doesn't bode so well here as Alden Dennis takes the interception. You don't think those young kids getting their chance love it when they come to the sidelines and get that kind of reception? Alden Dennis is a senior at 5'11", 165. Definitely, you would believe, one of the highlights of his high school football career. taking that ball all the way down around the 16-yard line where he's bumped out of bounds. From there, Wilson takes over and bursts into the end zone to extend that Tiger lead out to 48-0. Wilson just running through one tackler and then into the end zone for 6 more. Not much stopping these Tigers now. Thanks to the following businesses for their support of the North Coast Game of the Week. In return, please give them your support. Daly's Pub, UBS Financial Services, Fidelity National Title, Leslie Murray Law, The Landmark Kitchen and Bar, Luco, O.E. Meyer Company Propane Division. All smiles on the Tiger sideline, and the Civista Bank scoreboard tells you why. 49-0. Drake Hooks, a freshman, is the next quarterback, and that kind of goes awry. Landon Enderle on top of the ball at the goal line for another Tigers score. Take another look at what led to this one as Hook has the ball sail over his head. I'm sorry, that's Luke Habermel, the freshman quarterback. Well, tell you what, it was like his eyes were like $50. Landon Enderle saw that ball crossing the goal line. That's 6 points for me. 6 more for the Tigers. And Cameron Manor banging that thing through with accuracy once again. And the Tigers stretch that lead to 56-0 on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Manor juiced up. That leg is good and loose. Booms it through the end zone, and the scoreboard winds down with the Tigers in control and their biggest win of the year at 56-0 over the Sailors. There it is. Battle for the win or stays in Huron. So congratulations to the Tigers. It's small smiles in Huron town as we tell you that when we get together again, we'll have a rather large football encounter for you. The hometown showdown with Sandusky High and Perkins battling it out at Strobel Field at Cedar Point Stadium. So congratulations to the Tigers on their win in Week 8, and we'll see you next time we get together for Sandusky and Perkins. It should be at Donnybrook, and we hope to have you along with us on our next presentation of TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week.